therapeutic techniques, they say, are based on familiar methods in the recovery movement. Some of the techniques we were allowed to see, others we weren't. We did not see the rage therapy.
You would get on the floor with a pillow and a bat, and everyone's around you in a circle, crying and screaming and in pain and just horrible, horrible sounds. And Pat taunt you. They say things like, your mother never loved you, you know. Your dad, you were just a whore, you know. Your dad, you know, taunting.
And while this was going on, the other people in the therapy group were, you know, egging the person on, screaming and hollering and the whole thing.
They could be making stuff up, but you hear it. So you're in this rageful state, you're hearing this stuff, you're raging, you're hearing it, you're raging, you're hearing it. It becomes real. It becomes real.
Sometimes I sat there and said, am I the only sane one here? Am I the only one that my dad didn't molest me, or my brother didn't molest me, or what? Because I know those things, I know in my heart that those things didn't happen. But I just felt the pressure from the therapists and the pressure from other clients.
I know what it felt like for me. The one time I did it on my mother. The one time she got me on that mat to beat my mother. And I was supposed to beat my mother's head in. That's what they're yelling. Crack her head open. Beat her head in. You know? And I see my mother's face. And I'm crying because I don't want to hit my mom. I don't want to kill my mother. I don't want to beat my mother's head. But I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. And they were saying stuff, and I could see my mother. I could see her there. And I beat her and beat her and beat her. And I wasn't even angry at her. You know, and I believed what they said for that few minutes. I hated her. And I don't hate her. And that's what happens to these people. They truly think that they hate their parents, and I just thank God that I am stubborn, and I could get out of that.